Lawmakers in California have now made California a sanctuary state. Politicians there passed sanctuary state legislation that helps protect illegal immigrants by limiting police cooperation with federal immigration authorities. The bill now goes to Democrat Governor Jerry Brown's desk for signature. This despite President Trump's vow to crack down on sanctuary jurisdictions that do not cooperate with ICE agents. Joining me now is Sabine Durden. Her son, Dominic, was killed 5 years ago by an illegal immigrant in California. Sabine, we are so sorry for your loss and your family's loss. Good to see you. What happened to your son, Dominic?
On July 12, 2012, he was on his way to work at the Sheriff's Dispatch Center, 911 Dispatch Center, and an illegal with 2 felonies, 2 DUIs, deported previously, decided our laws don't apply to him, so he drove his unregistered, unlicensed car, uninsured car, and turned in front of my son and hit him so hard that it threw him into a wall and killed him instantly. And to make matters worse, the illegal had more rights than my son and received a misdemeanor without gross negligence, 9 months, 5 years probation, and served 35 days.
Sabine, was he kicked out of the country?
It took me and my fiance a year and a half to get him out, because I was told by an ICE agent that while he was sitting in the immigration detention center, they would have opened the back door and let him out.
Critics like to call what your family suffered and the hideous, disgraceful loss that your family has gone through, losing Dominic. Critics like to call what you've gone through, what you've endured, isolated incidents. But we've had many people on this show who have lost loved ones because of this national disgrace going on with deported illegal immigrants coming into the country and killing again. Listen.
A 4-time deported illegal alien that had done 5 years in prison for attempted murder and had a 15-year rap sheet just pulled up next to Spencer and randomly blew his brains out.
Joshua went to school one day, and unbeknownst to me, a classmate asked him for a ride home. We found out at the trial that his intent was to murder Josh for his truck. He brutally beat him, crushed his face and voice box. He beat him in the head with a closet rod 4 times until it broke. He strangled him over and over again, tortured him. He tied him up like an animal, dropped him in a field, and set him on fire.
An illegal immigrant, intoxicated, hit him from behind, going probably 120 miles an hour.
All right, Sabine, if you could send a message now to California legislatures, if you could talk directly to Governor Jerry Brown, what would you tell them?
Governor Jerry Brown, you should be arrested for treason. We have federal laws. And I guess as long as it's not your child, you don't care. And it doesn't matter if it's 10 victims a day, 100 victims, 1 is too many. We as Americans deserve to be protected, not illegals.
Just yesterday, Sabine, a van full of illegal immigrants drove the wrong way on a major California highway after illegally crossing the border, killing 2 people. So it's still, again, the question needs to be asked, why does California want to protect criminals?
Well, what I learned during these last 5 years, and I haven't been into politics all that much, it's about cheap labor and voters. They're going to vote Democratic. They get their license, they automatically register. And a lot of people still don't know about sanctuary cities and states, because if they would know what's coming at them in California and other states, they would be on the streets holding up signs that our American citizens need to come first. And money, the billions that they spend on illegals, need to go to our veterans, to our inner cities, to any American that needs help. We can't continue this insanity.
Sabine, we've got to go quickly. Has any Democrat politician reached out to you to talk to you about your loss?
No, I was in Washington last week with AVAC.US, our group that we formed, and they ran from us. They didn't see us.